We've been recruiting in Ghana since 2008, and we realized that we don't get the best talent. And so we've been scratching our heads. How do we get the best talent?
I heard about the SEO Africa program through a friend. He went online and found it and shared the information with me.
A friend of mine posted a marketing ad of SEO Africa on my Facebook wall. And I saw that, but I was a bit skeptical about the opportunity therein because I thought it was an opportunity for business students, considering that I was a sociology student at the time.
I decided to participate because I felt I needed something more. I was good academically, but there was something missing. I felt in the outside world, in the working world, I needed something to make me stand out and make me the best out of the lot.
At the time, I wasn't sure which career path I wanted to go, but then I also knew exactly what I needed from whatever I would be doing, and SEO fitted perfectly into that.
In school or in uni, you're given an assignment, whether you go copy and paste from Google, submit it and get your marks. You see, that's the difference. In SEO, each individual, even though it's a class, after training, you are put down, you are talked to, what your weaknesses are. You're pushed to make sure that you correct it within a certain time, just to bring the best out of you. In university, you don't get that. You don't get a lecturer working on you as an individual to make sure that you're better before you leave school. So that's the difference.
By the end of the 2 weeks, I felt different. That was the very first thing. I felt different. I felt like I had acquired some kind of knowledge, some kind of skill. I felt like the way I thought before those 2 weeks started, I wasn't thinking that way anymore. I felt challenged. I felt like there were so many opportunities that I could grab, harness, go into head on, and I was ready for it. I felt like there was nothing that the working world would bring that I couldn't face. And I felt like somebody out there was going to get the best because I had been made better.
SEO Africa provides us the opportunity to learn, and along the way, we are guided, we are coached, and then we are mentored by our colleagues and by SEO staff as well. So it's education, but it's not schooling. I mean, we go to school, SEO Africa is education.
So then it's one that takes you and figures out what your skills are, what your skill set is, and then picks out what's the most relevant to the role you have chosen is. Further, it hones those skill sets to meet the demands of the industry of the day.
SEO, which stands for Sponsors for Educational Opportunity, was founded in 1963 in New York by an investment banker named Michael Oshowitz.
We decided to establish SEO Africa, first of all, because coming back to the continent, we felt that there's substantial talent available in Ghana. A lot of it remains underdeveloped.
The founders and alumni advisory board of SEO Africa recognized that there was a significant gap between the education offered by the tertiary institutions in Ghana and Nigeria and the skills that employers needed their graduates to have when they entered the workforce.
As more and more of us alums return from the US and the UK, in our professional lives, we continue to interact with candidates who we think would have benefited greatly from having exposure to SEO, getting the training, the discipline, and the general upliftment and potential that it achieves.
And so the decision was made to bring the SEO Africa program to Ghana and Nigeria to effectively bridge that gap and to equip the students with the skills that they needed to be efficient and effective in the roles that they were doing when they got to the workplace.
Our previous experience is people coming who are not ready. You spend half a year training them to write emails, use Excel, dress to work, speak to clients. SEO, for the most part, takes a lot of that headache on. So we get them when they're ready, we get them when they're confident, we get them when they can take initiative, we get them when essentially we can use them.
You're assigned a mentor who shares with you his professional and personal experience along the way, what he did, what he didn't do, what he thinks you should be doing that he didn't do that would help you. Also provides you access to other colleagues and friends that he has that he thinks might be of real help to you along the way as you build your career. So for me, it's just one big family where everyone is trying to make you succeed.
There is no doubt that our educational institutions, universities, they need this kind of support. An incubator where the graduates from university are given the basics that make them successful in the places where they go and work.
We went for a safety meeting. At the meeting, the leader was absent and we were all sitting around waiting. And then someone said, so won't anyone lead this meeting? And I said, okay, let's go. I had seen him do it once or twice, and so I decided, why not? Let's give it a shot. I took the meeting, went through it, and ever since I've been handling that meeting, it's shown me that in there, I acquired the ability to take initiative. Previously, I probably would never have done that. But now, I just went ahead and did it, and I do it every day now.
I'll describe the SEO Africa training as a very thorough one. I feel it's an immersion into a very deep pool of knowledge.
The SEO Africa training, I would say, was intensive.
That commitment that the students actually have to the program, and also the commitment SEO has to the students as well, creates an atmosphere that's conducive for anybody to be successful in the workplace.
I think the benefits for Airtel Ghana as an employer is that we get fresh, young, enthusiastic, confident graduates who are able to add value to whatever they are doing immediately that they come on board.
So our immediate benefits is that we've got people in the workforce who are agile, quick to adapt, and quick to make a mark very early on in the engagement.
For me, the SEO way is simple. It can be done. Just make sure you do it faster.
Because we appreciate the time-sensitive nature of projects.
You do it better.
Because we appreciate the competition we are in.
And you ask for more.
Because we know there's always work to do once you have the free time.
I'm not just saying that as a cliche, but when you enter and you come out, you realize there's a difference. I went in green, very raw, and I came out better than I ever thought I would come out.
Life without SEO would be thinking you know when you don't know and disgracing yourself everywhere you go. I mean, we were in school, we thought we were good, we paraded the areas as if we were the best, but then SEO training just puts you back, tells you that this is what you know, this is how much more you need to know to be complete, and the training never stops. I mean, every day when I send an SEO staff an email, mistakes are pointed out, corrections are still made to my emails as at yesterday. So it's a continuous learning process. It tells you are never the best, just keep improving on yourself and making yourself a better person. So life without SEO would be me in my suit and tie, walking around telling everyone, here I am, when actually I am not there.
Most of us as employers, when we go to Ghanaian universities, we find graduates who are not ready for work. SEO prepares people for work, and that's what we want.
And so for any company that sort of partners with SEO, what they will find is that gap that is normally very evident in most young graduates coming from local universities would have been sufficiently bridged to enable these companies to then now take on these people and start to work with them and run with them.
Our partner companies have been really supportive in providing an encouraging and development-focused environment for our interns to go into, in providing our interns with challenging and intellectually stimulating roles that allow them to add value from day one, and in supporting the growth of the program and the mission of SEO Africa to develop the next generation of African leaders.
As a firm, SEO Africa is a good way for us to help develop talent, because talent development is one of our big drivers. We are here, we employ people, but we want to make sure that the people that we employ are confident people, the people who take initiative. We want to make sure that we give back to the society, because we take a lot from the society, and SEO is one way for us to do that. And we're very proud to be partners of SEO.